gentlemen, welcome to the the regular town council meeting. If you'd stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Hatch, if you could do the invocation, please.
Absolutely. Let's pray. Gracious and loving God, we come giving you thanks for this day that you have graced us with. God, we come together as a community who love our town and want to see it prosper. So God, be with our council and with us tonight as we meet, as we plan for the future of Tazewell. And God, we ask that in all that we say and all that we do, we give glory to you. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. All right, so no special presentations or requests, so we're going to start with the new business recognition. And a group that we've had here last week, given the approval for the permit, and they brought some of the fruits of their labor with them tonight, and we appreciate that. The owners of Donut Diva, if you could come up and let us recognize you and get pictures and all that fun stuff. We do have Betty. Now, you gotta be both. It's a team, right? It's a team. Come on up. But again, so when Donut Diva first opened initially, we used to go there all the time. I was walking distance from our house, so we'd go there. It's kind of hurt when it closed, but then we see the sold sign on it, and we were all anticipating it open, and we're super excited to have you here. I find you're standing from Alaska.
Yes.
So that's kind of a long haul, but welcome to town of Tazewell, and thank you for taking a chance here, and we really do appreciate it. And we look forward to. If it's before 5, I can enjoy your donuts, but if it's after 5, I'm sorry. But all new businesses, we give you the complimentary town of Tazewell.
Thank you.
And whether you're a golfer or not, you get a couple golf towels.
Oh, cool.
Exactly. There you go. But again, welcome and thank you for taking a chance and coming in. We're good.
Y'all gotta get up. Y'all can't do it between the tables.
I'll make it. I'll come over here. We love our pictures. Thank you, and you're welcome again.
Thank you.
So what are y'all's hours, by the way? Please, what are your hours?
Right now, we're Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 6 to 2.
6 to 2, okay.
He's like that.
Only time 4 or 5?
That's right.
Or until we sell out.
There you go.
So he can hit cargo, get his coffee, and then hit you guys on the way to the office. I got it.
No, they have coffee too.
Well, there you go. Sorry, cargo. So next we have another and very special lady. I would like to call Ms. Perkins to come up and tell us a little bit about her Tazewell Test Center that we recently did a ribbon cutting ceremony for.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you all for allowing me to come here tonight and share with you a little information about the Tazewell Test Center that just recently opened. My name is Ethel Renee Perkins, and although I am listed as the owner of the Test Center, I must say I don't feel that this center is my own. Its existence is the culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of people, too many for me to name here tonight. However, I cannot fail to mention the Tazewell County Chamber of Commerce, who agreed with this vision and the need in our community. The test center is housed there in the Chamber building on Chamber Drive. Tazewell Test Center, or TTC, is a business that offers state-of-the-art professional testing services for a variety of clients. Our mission is to provide a reliable test monitoring service, adhering to a strict code of ethics regarding all testing materials. We facilitate and proctor exam sessions to clients in a controlled environment that cultivates integrity. Business is conducted in a professional, courteous, and timely manner. Professional testing services are an integral tool used by businesses to assess the skills and knowledge of potential applicants. Companies continue to place value in the integrity of their screening process. Many governments and private sector businesses depend on licensed testing centers to offer a secure testing environment to augment the hiring process. Given the ongoing demand for certifications and licensures and the projected future stability of this market, establishing a test center in Tazewell will prove to be a valuable service to local and adjacent communities. In addition, TTC will be used by some companies as an I-9 processing facility. Our proctors will act as processing agents, verifying documents new hire employees must present for validation of their U.S. work eligibility. This is done for some of our PSI clients. Since our grand opening, I have received many calls from people in the community excited about this offering. One call came from a mayor in a surrounding county. He said that currently his county pays for sewer, solid waste, and water authority employees to go all the way to Roanoke for their required certifications, with many of these trips requiring an overnight stay. This mayor expressed sheer excitement about the savings he expects his county will incur by using the Tazewell Test Center. I hope each of our minds are right now going to the savings that we should incur right here in our own county by having this center. I have, for your information, obtained copies of the exams and certifications that TTC is currently licensed to provide. There is a process to request additional clients should we all determine there's a need. So please take a moment and look at these lists and contact me with any clients you believe that we need in our area. The test center can be reached by calling 276-970-4141 or by emailing tazewelltestcenter@redroofhome.org. Thank you again for your time.
All right. Any questions from council or anybody?
Oh, good.
And we also have goodies for you too. But we will set these here.
Okay.
It's always good to see you.
It's so good to see you again. Right.
There we go. We can.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you.
Did you say make something?
He said we could, that you're in all the pictures. He wants to be in the next one.
Cheer. He gets the big bucks.
That's right, yeah. All right, so thanks everyone. Just throwing me off my game. Thanks, Dave. Next is the approval of minutes, the special call joint meeting for Tazewell Council and IEDA on September 9th, 2021, council meeting on September 14th, 2021, and special call joint public hearing and meeting for Town Council and Planning Commission on September 30th, 2021. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of approval, state so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, state so by saying nay. All right, so minutes are approved. So next is the approval of financial statements and the financial report from September of 2021. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, state so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, state so by saying nay. All right, financial statements approved. Terry, are you still on the line?
I'm still here.
Okay, great, thank you. Next is the committee and conference updates. Councilmember Davis will give us an update on the Planning Commission Committee.
Okay, so the Planning Commission met last Monday and we discussed a part of the town charter. The town charter currently reads that the planning commission quorum would be 5 members. The planning commission is requesting that we amend that charter to be 4 members. That would be 4 voting members. Currently, there are, is it 8?
8 members.
8 members, 7 of those are voting members. So if we have just 3 members missing, which we actually had, we had to call a member and get them to come in real quick, we would not have a quorum and would not be able to conduct business.
So if you go to 4, we'll break a tie.
One of those members didn't vote.
So it's only 3 voting.
4 was voting.
4. Okay.
7, there are 7 voting members.
Okay.
And then Todd is on, just as a non-voting member, since he is the town manager. So he does not get a vote. But if we have 4, that would be basically a majority of the members. And we're requesting that we go ahead and do that amendment now, because we would have to do a public hearing, and we would need to get that up to legislative services so they can get it in front of Virginia government, so we can actually get that into place sooner than, what would it be, 2023, if we waited?
Make it where you can have the charter change effective July 1, 2022.
Yeah,
It's another
otherwise,
year.
it would be another year. So we're looking at, we would request that town council make that change, and I will be making a motion for that a little bit later. Huh?
Two changes, another one as well, with regard to the BCA terms. Charter.
Oh, that's right, the BZA terms. The BZA terms are currently 2 years right now, and we need to amend them to be for 4 years, and that it would I'm sorry, 5 years. I looked at 5 and said 4. We need to amend it to be 5 years, and that will coincide with the requirements with the Virginia Code.
The Planning Commission looked for any other possibilities for charter changes. The last time the council had wholesale changes was really in 13 for the 14 General Assembly session, and then again, some small changes with regard to the 16 General Assembly session. And this one too just got missed. They just need to be fixed, particularly the Planning Commission conducted.
Not able to hear.
He doesn't need to hear it.
Basically, they're very small, minor changes, but we need to do it now.
We'll get another one.
Yeah. And we're literally changing,
2 words
2 words.
in each section. But you have to have a public hearing for that. That's why it's got to be done. Legislative Services would like to have it by October 31st. But, yeah, we're going to be cutting a little close. But I think we can slide through. I plan on getting information to the legislative aides probably this week. Let them know what's coming. So when they have the public hearing and actually do it officially, they'll be ready to go and get to it by second week of November.
Right. You'll be making the motion later on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that it from Planning Commission?
We also discussed the possibility of amending the rules so that UTVs and golf carts would be could ride on the roads, and we just don't see a need for that at this point. And those are the 2 things that we discussed.
Any questions? Nothing? Todd? Nothing? All right, now we're going to move to the unfinished business section. So first on the agenda is the special exemption permit for 131 Marion Avenue, which we discussed in the joint public hearing. So I need a motion to approve the exemption permit.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor state so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed state so by saying nay. All right, so permit's approved.
Notice there's one on. Robin, I need the newspaper costs.
And next on the agenda is an update on the Ramey Lot demolition. Manager Day.
All right, just to give you an update, council
And the IADA, a number of meetings ago, gave me the go-ahead to remove structure located at 2420 on the drawing I just gave you. And we all knew that eventually I'd be coming back for permission. I would like to also have council's permission to remove 2330, which is, if you're looking at the parking lot, it's the biggest building on the right. Also the little bitty structure, which is the furthest structure on the corner right there at English. It's 2300. I'm in the process now. The inspection's been done. I'm just waiting on it to be put in writing for every structure on the parking lot. But right now, I'm asking for council's approval to proceed forward with 2330 and also 2300, the removal of those. I also want to add that those structures will be demoed based on an alternate deduction financial method. So what we'll do is we'll have a base bid when they are bid out, and then you'll have 2330, the cost for that. And if it goes over budgeted funds, they just remove structures. But needless to say, all those buildings need to come down anyway. So I'd like to have council's blessing to proceed forward with that. And also, afterwards, I've got to also go through the owner of the property, who is the IEDA.
Do you need a motion?
Yeah,
as
so
such?
you do. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I second it.
Any discussion?
Behind 2330, I guess it's right here.
That's where Dolores Cross
It's
was.
that little tiny building, it's the small building.
I'm just seeing if they're going to take this one down with 2330, if it's connected to that building in the back of the bank.
No, the building that the motorcycle shop is in presently, the one that we're using, I'm not wanting to mess with those yet.
It's 23.
16.
Yeah.
I will,
Tied in with 2330, I mean.
No.
I
No,
will eventually get them if things go my way, but not yet.
The body shop you're thinking about does not have an address on it.
That's, yeah, it doesn't have an address. Okay. All right, so
Any other discussion? All in favor of giving Todd the approval to move forward with the demolition, stay so by saying aye. All opposed, stay so by saying nay. Sorry, Terry.
just need to.
All right, Todd, it's approved. Next, miscellaneous. I don't think we have anything under miscellaneous, so we'll move on to new business. So we need to set a public hearing for town charter change for BZA terms and quorum requirement for planning commission for November 9th, 2021 at 7:15 p.m. And this is what Councilmember Davis had just discussed with us.
She actually, Mayor, she's got a set of motions that I have prepared. We've got a little bit different protocol in dealing with Richmond.
Okay.
So if she can go ahead and read those into the town record, that'll help when we submit this to legislative service.
I hereby move that the town of Tazewell amend its charter of 1958 to reflect various statutory changes within the Code of Virginia that have been enacted by the General Assembly and/or have been adopted by the town subsequent to 1958, and further request that the following suggested charter modifications be submitted to the General Assembly for consideration at its upcoming legislative session in January 2022. Specifically, I hereby request modification to the following sections of the town charter. Under Article 6, Planning, Zoning, and Subdivision Control, Section 1612 and subsection 6-231. We are suggesting, because I need to read this now, right? No.
Never see a vote on that.
Okay. So that is the one where we're voting to change the quorum to 4 voting members from 5.
For 6-12, that's correct. And then for 6-231, you're changing from 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Very basic and simple thing.
I'll second that one.
Any discussion? All in favor of making changes to town charter, stay so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, stay so by saying nay. All right, so motion carries.
Do we need a roll
Yes.
call?
Do
Well,
we?
you got eyes with you unanimous. I think you
Okay.
should that Chris is absent. We'll be fine. We need a second then motion for the public hearing, so.
Right.
Okay. I hereby move for the requested Town of Tazewell charter modifications to the General Assembly be advertised for a joint public hearing with the Town Planning Commission to be held on November 9th, 2021 at 7:15 in the council chambers for the Town of Tazewell, pursuant to Virginia Code Section 15.2-202, with the full text to be requested charter changes being available on request for public inspection and review at the town clerk's office at least 10 days prior to November 9th, 2021.
Second.
Do we need roll call for this?
If you have to get unanimous, I think Leanne can take care of it.
Okay, so all in favor of approving the change, state so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, state so by saying nay.
Just reflect the one absence, and I think we're good to go. Leanne can do the certification and have a public hearing next month.
Okay, so we have all ayes with the exception of Councilmember Brown, who was not absent. So next in new business is an EMS update.
We could do an update on the EMS department tonight. I printed out a few visual graphs to look at. This first page, it's a continuation of the chart that we did in March showing where we drop off. COVID was affecting our transfer volume, especially with Heritage Hall transports, which was in turn affecting our revenue. Since March, these numbers have went up and continually, steadily went up. Also, our revenue went up, and we closed out our 2021 fiscal year on a positive note. But now the Delta variant, which started affecting our area in June and got progressively worse, as you can see. July and August, our Heritage Hall transports have went down, and also our transfers to other facilities have decreased. This is a nationwide problem. The transfers are down across the nation like 30 to 40% for ambulance services, and it's affecting revenue. Some people are afraid to go to the hospital until they're extremely sick, and the ones that are very sick are not getting the care they need, as all the hospitals are full and not accepting patients for specialty care, and they're full of COVID patients at this time. On a positive note, though, our numbers are slowly rising as hospitals are opening back up. Nationwide, the number of people now in the hospital with COVID has fallen somewhere around 75,000 from over 93,000 in early September. New cases are downsizing about 112,000 cases per day on average, which is a drop of about 1/3 of the past 2.5 weeks. So that's a good thing for us, and most hospitals are accepting more patients now. Unfortunately, there's no way to make up the revenue we've lost for these 2 months, unless you want to start giving friends and family discounts or calling them over. But I am working on other ways to bring revenue and cut expenses. I signed a contract with Motive Care, and it's an outfit that does transport coordination for Medicaid patients. And they call us to schedule appointments for patients, and we kind of agree upon the price at the time of the call. We did our first one today, which we got paid $500 for. It was from Swords Creek to Clinch Valley. So I feel like that's something I'm really excited about. I think it's going to boost our transports.
You don't have to wait on the insurance.
Right. It's a good price right there. You don't have to file a claim. So
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
And they pay it right away?
It takes about a week, but you don't have to file a claim and wait.
In payment terms, that's pretty much.
Yeah, true.
Hey Terry, are you talking to us? Sorry.
Also, Tazewell County Sheriff's Office did a program where they trained most of their officers as EMTs, and we've hired 3 of them part-time, and that'll definitely help on part-time expense, because they have a lot of availability to work with us, so It's a good thing for the alumni, so. I'm gonna try to do this every month and keep y'all updated on how the COVID is and, you know, our transfers and revenue and expense. And if y'all have any questions or ideas, please let me know.
Animals running, something broke down.
Yeah, we've had a couple of incidents in the past couple of months, but yeah, everything's up and going now. Even the new one's going, so.
Good.
The newest, so.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we have a historic review board request, Mr. Zach Ash.
Town Council, it's good to see you tonight. Dr. Mullins, I hope you're listening in case I mess this up. You can fix it. Want to tell you no? Okay. I'm winging it tonight, okay. So since the revival of the Historic Review Board, our goal was to obtain CLG designation for Tazewell, which was a certified local government.
I still don't.
I don't know, Terry. I don't think you're talking to us. So with COVID, we know that the state pretty much shut down doing anything, so that kind of paused things. So the state is up and running, they have reviewed our application, and they have noticed a few things in our code, county code, that needs to be updated. So I hope in your packet you have a updated ordinance, and I will go over the changes with you. I spoke with the Department of Historic Preservation for the state, and they have assured me that if we do this, we are done making changes to the code. So I'm holding her to that. So in section 23-64, we added D to maintain consistent preservation standards within historic district. All contributing properties shall be included in the historic district. That is just saying that all of the houses in the historic district are included in the historic district. And then, I'm not kidding, nitpicky. And then we made a few changes to section 23-66. There is no explanation in our code of what an exceptional or notable building is. So she didn't like it. So she said, just take it out. So we removed exceptional and notable buildings from section 23-66, and now it's just buildings in the historic district. And I believe that is all the changes we need to make to the town code. And we present that to you. Pretty simple.
We don't have to. Claim running.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner.
Planning commission takes that, makes a recommendation.
Thank you.
So you will
Good job,
know
Zach.
when we bring it up next time.
Yes.
Yep.
You gonna get us?
I will. She's already gone.
Thanks, Zach. So next, Todd's going to give us a discussion on the holiday schedule. I guess it is about that time.
You know, I learned after the
Where's
last
Chris?
3 years not to bring this up. So I just wrote it down based on what we do. I'm not asking because y'all told me not to, but anyway, so.
We're just gonna make this. Dr. Brown's not here.
And I'm not asking you to vote on it, I get it. So I'm just letting you know. So Wednesday, November 24th, Thursday, November 25th, Friday, November 26th, what we've done, and Thursday and Friday, December 23rd, 24th. Just want to let you know, just an update.
Thank
That's
you.
what you want, right? Why can't we vote?
No,
He said we're not voting anymore because Chris has asked for the past 3 years that we don't vote on it. And he's just informing us this time.
Just do it. That's right.
Yeah.
So next, a request from J. Shop Manager Day.
Okay, you've got in your packet a list of awards and applications that are out there that have been sought for Sunnyside. And just to let you know, there's $200,000 from CPROP. The CETA has $100,000. There's some other applications out there from the CETA that didn't pass this time. We will reapply. Also, CPROP paid, and he's asking to return to CPROP for a third year. So CPROP used to pay $200,000. and they reduced it. Yeah, to 50,000. So he is asking council's blessing to have others apply for that CPROP application on behalf of the IEDA and or the town of Tazewell again. So I just need council's blessing to proceed forward with that. Also want to let you know that the county has unofficially, I have not heard this officially, voted $200,000 in the IDA and county IDA, $50,000 for the project. But he's slowly closing the gap. But I do need your approval, if you so deem necessary, to apply for another round of.
I'll make a motion to grant that approval.
Can I get a second? Any discussion? All in favor of granting the approval, stay so by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, stay so by saying nay. All right, Todd, move forward.
All right, and for those of you that may not be aware, we are blessed to be able to have a grand opening scheduled for Saturday, October the 30th at 1 p.m. for the Frank Barnes Trail. That date and time actually coincides with the Barnes Family Convenience and their accessibility, so we're looking forward to that. It is open to the public, general population. Anybody wants to come out, we encourage you to come out that day. It's been a long process, but we are at a completion point. It's an incredible trail.
Any questions?
It says Lincoln Center is going to be at the back at the.
Yes, we'll actually have vehicles to transport you back and forth for those that don't want to walk Lincolnshire from the front to the back. The county is going to work with us on ATVs and UTVs and golf carts. And so we look forward to a pretty good event.
Okay, so next on the agenda is the miscellaneous public comments. No one. Easy. All right, next, any council comments?
It's council comments.
Right now, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I've got a big groundhog again. We took care of 8 of them last time.
Don't they?
Well, I mean, they're gone, and I just need to try to get some help, which I got some help, which that's good. I just don't understand the laws in reference to game, fish, whatever it is, about if you catch groundhog, you can't take it away. Is there any way that could be checked to Richmond or something to get that changed a little bit? Because I mean, check into it.
So you want to relocate it to the mayor's house, is what you're saying?
That's what I heard.
See, you done messed up now.
It's on public record.
I didn't say anything, you did. I messed that one up, but I just want to know if somebody can check into that.
Yeah, we've checked.
I mean, if you catch groundhog, what are you going to do with it? You can't just sit there and look at it.
I can answer that question, as brutal as it may seem, but yeah, you can trap them, look at them, but you have to turn them back where you trapped them at. You can actually trap them and unfortunately euthanize them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I just want to know what you can do with catch groundhog. I mean, that's.
You cannot trap it and relocate it someplace else.
You can make Brunswick stew, right, Miss Nancy?
Halloween's coming up.
Don't trick or treat at his house.
Definitely lost control of this meeting.
That's all I need to say. I'm just confused with with an animal, tearing up your foundation, and you don't know what to do with it. But you catch it, but I've got some ways, but.
Get that dog.
You're on public record, just so you know.
Get that
Yeah,
dog.
dogs chase me away.
Well, that's a bigger problem. I'm sorry, I mean, I had 3 dogs, I had 3 trained dogs, but now I got cats.
Yeah. Cats don't work against a groundhog.
But I think that's it, Mayor.
All right, any other council comments? Okay, so, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
Executive session.
Can I get a motion to go to executive session?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor, stay so by saying aye. All opposed, stay so by saying aye. What's that?
Like the IEDA.
Oh, yeah, we
All
got
day?
it.
They have to go on executive.
I'll make a
session.
motion to invite the IEDA into executive session.
Can I get a second?
I second that.
All in favor, stay so by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, stay so by saying nay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen who aren't going into executive session, thank you.